Hello, it is Throwback Thursday, October 13th, 2022. Steve Sipress here. And it was 530 years ago yesterday that Christopher Columbus landed after a voyage across the ocean on one of the islands of what would become known as the Bahamas. 1492, October 12th, the original date that President FDR declared Columbus Day back in 1937, since been changed to the ridiculous Monday holiday kind of stuff, 3-day weekend thing, and then changed to the just, oh, we hate Christopher Columbus, he's evil, let's replace it with Indigenous Peoples Day and all that kind of stuff. No matter what you think of Columbus or whatever he did or didn't do or good or bad or indifferent or anything at all, here is the big lesson that business owners really ought to learn from the example of Christopher Columbus that unfortunately way too many don't. And I believe this is one of the key reasons that 90% of businesses fail. It is that Christopher Columbus did not say, man, I really want to forge a path to to China, basically, going around the other way. He did not think he was discovering or being the first European explorer in over 500 years to go to North America. He thought he was going for the route to, the Golden Trail in China and all that kind of stuff, which is why when he landed in the Bahamas, they call that the West Indies. He was thinking he was landing in India, China, all that kind of stuff, right? But he didn't make the mistake that so many business owners make all the time by just saying like, whoa, that'll take a lot. 3 ships, all the men, all the food, all the provisions, all the whatever. I can't afford it. Oh, of course he didn't say that. Successful entrepreneurs don't say that. I had a wise mentor years ago that told me sharp business owners, successful business owners, use other people's money to start, to grow, to build businesses. They don't say, I can't afford that, and then give up on any chance when they hear anything good that might be a good idea to help grow their business, whether it's, in my world, some advertising, some marketing, some sales systems, some consulting, like, yeah, I know that'd be great, that'd be awesome, I know it's worked for others, I believe it can work for me, but oh, Steve, I can't afford it. Oh, you think Columbus said that? Columbus, of course, could not afford to outfit 3 ships full of men and provisions and sail for months across the ocean. He went to the King of Portugal, I believe. He was Italian. But he first went to the King of Portugal asking for money to fund the voyage. He said no. He went to the King and Queen of Spain. They said no. He went to the King and Queen of Spain again. They said no. And finally, the 3rd time that he went to the King and Queen of Spain. So this is the 4th time he has asked the king to back him in this entrepreneurial venture to blaze a new trail across the ocean. And the 4th time they said yes. We will finance your entrepreneurial vision, your operation. At no point did Columbus just give up and said, oh, well, wouldn't it be great? Think about, again, no matter what you think about all the things that came of it or good or bad or whatever, but he did open up Europeans and especially Spain, since that's who he sailed for, all the riches they developed from the New World that somebody else would have done at some point, sometime later. But Columbus did that because he didn't just say, I give up, I can't afford it. What a great idea to discover a new route to India, China, whatever, which ended up being, quote, the New World. Like, oh, I can't afford it, right? So I make the analogy, modern day entrepreneur, Elon Musk. Elon Musk, the richest person on earth. Do you think he could use his own money to build a factory? To make, oh, I got a great idea. Let's build a rocket ship that's going to go to Mars. Private, not with government money. Let's have a private company build a rocket ship to Mars. Oh, great idea, be great, but I can't afford it. Or let's build electric cars, not knowing that a few years later, all of this nonsense BS about supposedly helping the planet, saving the planet. Planet doesn't need help, doesn't need savings. It to be saved by humans. It was here long before humans. It'll be here long after humans are gone. The planet's doing just fine. Of course, all human beings in general, on the average, are doing better off than beings were doing 100 years ago, 200, 500, 1,000 years ago. By any measure, lifespan, health, wealth, convenience, enjoyment of life, anything and all, everything is better. But of course, you got these ridiculous save the planet, change the weather types that have now made Tesla fantastically great selling cars. But Elon Musk, did he take money out of his own pocket to build a Tesla factory? Or even worse, did he say, oh, I can't afford it? Great idea, electric cars. Great idea, rocket ship to Mars. Oh, sorry, can't afford it. Go find other people's money. That could be a bank's money. Could be money you put on credit cards, which basically is bank's money. Could be a line of credit with a bank. Could be a grant, a loan. Could be a government grant or loan. Could be a bank grant loan. Comes from friends or family, investors. But if you come across something that you believe can grow your business, that has a good return on investment, and ROI in the positive, please, I don't know who you are that's watching this, but if you're a business owner, I love you in general, please don't make that mistake of that knee-jerk reaction of just thinking, oh, I don't have the amount of funds on my personal credit card right now, or I don't have that money in my pocket or in my bank account. It's not how sharp entrepreneurs or successful business people think. They say, that's a great idea now. What do I got to do to come up with funds to make it happen? Where do I got to go? Who do I got to get them from? The King of Portugal, the King of Spain, a bank, a friend, a family, an investor. What do I got to go on the Shark Tank show? Whatever it is, you got a great idea. You come across some piece of advertising, marketing, and sales that can grow your revenue and your profits, and then you just say, oh, but I can't afford it? Sorry, that's just really dumb from a business perspective. As a person, I'm sure, since you're a business owner, you're a smart person in general, but business perspective, a business decision, that just makes no sense. That's just leads to failure. It's failure thinking. It'll lead to the ultimate failure of your business. Or, your business might not fail and go out of business, but it will fail to grow at the speed and the certainty that it would have if you made that investment. If you said, what do I got to do to come up with those funds? Where do I got to go? Who do I got to go to? That's a big, bold, fundamental, crucial lesson learned from what is known as a maritime entrepreneur, Christopher Columbus, who sailed the ocean blue and landed on the Bahamas, on one of the islands in the Bahamas, 530 years ago yesterday. That'll do it for Throwback Thursday. Throwing it back over 500 years. That might be a record here on Throwback Thursday. Thanks for being here today. Watch it on the replay. I'll catch you tomorrow on Foundation Friday as the world turns. Over and out. Bye-bye.